In this week's FUT Champion Show, the E-Club World Cup is coming up. F2 Tags had a perfect weekend again, and Gfinity's live qualifying event of January kicks off next week. Welcome guys to a brand new FUT Champion Show. In today's episode we will look back on the online qualifiers for the licensed qualifier event of March, and we will look forward to the actual live qualifying event in London of January and to the E-Club World Cup, because after last weekend's qualifiers we now know which 16 clubs and organizations have qualified for the E-Club World Cup. Last weekend was the weekend for online qualification for licensed qualifiers in March, and it was the 9th possible tournament to be qualified for. F2 Tags is now the only player who has done that. He's going 9 out of 9 tournaments with FIFA 19. Razak and Goal Machine, they went 8 out of 8, but they miss out on this one. Mobamyang, he has qualified again for the LQE in March. He has had more opportunities though to qualify for other tournaments, but it will be his 9th official live tournament with FIFA 19. Razak and Goal Machine, as said, they won't be there. For the first time, they miss out on an official tournament. And Razak, he's not that happy. Look at his tweet. He had to play his final qualifying round against Milos, and he felt terrible about the connectivity. He complains on Twitter, but his opponent does not agree. Razak is out, and we will see his opponent in March at the LQE. Positive thing for Razak and for Goal Machine, at least it's Razak's birthday this weekend, and the two teammates will celebrate together very soon. At the top 10 of the Global Series ranking on Xbox, we see Razak there, we see Goal Machine there. They didn't make it to LQE in March. Same thing goes for Marcus Gomez, Ajax Dani and Megabit. All of them won't be there in March. Very easy for our world's number 1 and 2, F2 Tags and MS Dosari, to secure their spots for the World Cup already. Pressure is high, but these two made it to the LQE in March again. Now let's have a look at the PS4 World Ranking, this Global Series ranking. Also, pressure is starting to build up on this console. Joksan, our world's number 1 at the moment, he will not be there in March. Maestro Squad will not be there. Aga is not going to be there. Big opportunities for Mo Aubameyang, for Nicolas, for Stefano Pina to gain rank on these players. Number 6, 7, 8 and 9 of the world won't be there. Our number 10, Diddy Crislito, New York City Chris, he will be there. Pressure starting to build. Who is going to qualify for the World Cup at the end of the season? That's the question. Now, the upcoming weekend is going to be a very interesting weekend as well, because it's the weekend of the licensed qualifying event of January in London. These names qualified for this event back in November. I don't hate you for forgetting which names will be there. We see Gorilla, we see Tim Latka, some very different names than the qualifying event in March. Find out how they did in next week's episode of FUT Champion Show. So many qualifiers and tournaments to update you about. The E-Club World Cup is coming up as well. It's the tournament you want to be at as a club or organization, esports related, FIFA esports related. These 16 teams have made it. They qualified for the FIFA E-Club World Cup that's coming up. Congrats to all of you guys. We will see you at the E-Club World Cup. As always, we've had a FUT Champions Weekend League as well last weekend. On Xbox, 29 players hit 30-0. We see Kip Mamito, 3rd place in the world. Ramdog 8 on 2nd place. And the number 1 in the world, do I even have to mention, it's F2 Tags. Monthly leaderboard in January, we see only 3 names still unbeaten after 2 weekends. Unbuilt Tiara is our number 3 in the world. And we see Robbie and Spacey still unbeaten. Good games to you guys. On PS4, twice as many 30-0 players. 58 remained unbeaten this weekend. Number 3 in the world this weekend is Chrissy B. Our number 2 is Skypers. And our number 1 this weekend is Lucas R18. Congratulations. Monthly in January, worldwide, only 8 players are still unbeaten after 2 weekends on PS4. It's Danny Tan, Danny Visser, our Dutch champion on PS4, and the number 1 of the world is The Stranger. Very well done to all of you. Next up is our best goals of this week in FUT Champion Show. Don't forget, you can win 4,600 FIFA points if you compete in next week's episode. Just send us your best goal to futchampionshow.com. And this is the first goal of this week, scored by John Yannick. Some nice, whoa, what a finish. I don't think I've seen this before. Great goal to score in FUT Champs. Then it's Ronaldo again. Little flick and a great volley. I think I preferred the first one, but this one is very, very nice as well. Then Zlatan Ibrahimovic. It should be his flashback card. Oh, this is something that only Ibra can do. Probably his flashback card. Then Firmino, perfectly shot with the left foot, I think. Great goal. Then, as always, these goals are in FUT Champs, and remember to send us your best FUT Champions goals to have a chance at the FIFA points. What a goal this is by Heung-min Son. Perfectly timed. And then this is a goal by Tovin. It's a cross by Jordi Alba. Whoa, that's a strange volley. It's kind of a bicycle kick, but it's a great goal. Then, next goal in some purple kits. Kylian Mbappe with a cross, and Neymar perfectly timed. Awesome goal. And should be one of the big favorites for the FIFA points this week. Then another goal by flashback Zlatan from outside the box. It's a good shot, good goal. Then Lacazette, not the best player, not the player we see too often in FUT Champs, but here he is. This is probably one of the best goals. Perfectly taken that shot. And then Kylian Mbappe, I think he's in the FUT Champions best goals 2 or 3 times each week, and this is a perfect goal. Great goal. Next up is FC Stats. Some of the best statistics about FUT Champions. You might have just seen it. In the top 8 players on PS4 on our monthly leaderboard, 8 players still go unbeaten. 3 of them are from the Netherlands. It's Ajax Bob, Yuri Monen, and Dani Visser. And no FC Stats without F2 tags. He's now the only player that has qualified for all of the official events, like we've said before. And here's one of his best goals in the online qualifier of last weekend. Good game once again to you, F2 tags. You're the best. That's it for this week's episode. If you have any recommendations, any input, your best goals, just send them to us through futchampionshow.com or tweet me or send me a message on Twitter. Thanks for watching. See you guys next week.